Hi guys. Well, it's been a while. So I've been really praying where the Lord wanted me to lay this, whether the Lord wanted me to share this or not. An experience that happened to me back in May. It was pretty awesome. It was beyond pretty awesome. It was super awesome. It was an absolute answer to prayer and confirmation of something I asked for like 17 years ago. So a little background, you guys know that I'm a bus driver. And back, I think it was 2008 or 2007, one of the two. Anyways, I was on a layover and I was parked in the city garage, the bus garage, what we call the barn. And I was just writing like I always do and praying, seeking the Lord and reading his scriptures and just asking him, Abba, when is the rapture going to happen? When is the beginning of the final 7 years? And I'd been asking him this for quite a while. And I asked him this, and then I stood up and I started walking from end to end on my bus, just praying and seeking the Lord and asking him to reveal this. And after praying for a while that day, I had to go back and do my run. And so I asked him, I said, Lord, I see that I'm not going to get an answer right now, and that's fine. But if you could give me a confirmation, a sign, if you will, about when the rapture is about to take place, when the final 7 years is about to start. And I asked him that the sign could be something that only he could do, and only he and I would know. Because I wasn't going to tell anybody else. I asked him this. And so I asked him, I said, Lord, your sign to me that the rapture is about to happen, and that the final 7 years is about to begin, would be that a white dove, a pure white dove, would fly directly in front of my bus windows. And I left it at that. And as I was pulling out of the garage, it was September because I was doing a school run to the college, EWU. And I pulled out of the garage and I was headed westbound. And I got just a random number in my head, 23. I was like, what was that? 23. What is that supposed to mean? So, of course, every time the 23rd of the month comes up, or 2023 rolled around, my eyes were wide open. But nothing happened. And then on May 22nd, 2025, at 7:15 a.m. exactly, I was just coming back from I was on a layover, and I was up at the park and ride. And I had just come out of using the facilities, and I was sitting down in my bus seat, looking out my bus windows, when out of nowhere from my right side came this perfectly pure white dove, pure white rock dove. And it flew down across my window and then swooped back up and broke off to the left and landed on top of a building across the street. And I thought, did that just happen? Did that really just happen? So, me being me, I pulled my bus forward, stopped my bus, got out of my bus, got my phone out, took a picture of the dove that was sitting across the street, And of course you couldn't see that it was a dove. It was just a white blob sitting on a building across the street. But I knew. So I took a look at the picture and I was like, yeah, that's a white dove. And that really just happened 17 years later. So with that being said, I hope and I pray that this would encourage whoever needed to hear this. And I just want to just reiterate the gospel of your salvation. That we are saved by grace through faith and not of ourselves. It's the gift of God, not of works. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes shall not perish. The moment that you believe hear the gospel, found in 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4, and you believe the gospel, meaning you're firmly persuaded, and you place your faith in Jesus Christ and his finished redemptive work alone, you are saved, you are sealed, you are sanctified, you are justified, you're redeemed, you're born again, you're reconciled to the Father, you're heaven bound and rapture ready, which I believe is going to happen at any moment. That sign was just too overwhelming to me, and it was exactly the sign I asked for, and exactly the way I asked for it to happen. It just took 17 years to happen. And then I look at everything else that's happening in the world this year, and everything that's happened since May 22nd, I think, there's no way that wasn't the sign. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope it was a blessing, and I just want to tell you guys I love you, and hopefully I'll be making more videos. Anyway, life is going well, job's going well. I'm celebrating my 25th wedding anniversary this year in September, and I'm very excited. My children are doing well. My son graduated college. My daughter got her own house. Things are going well. So I just want to let you guys know that everything is A-okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.